Hey, beautiful beady besties. Happy Tuesday, my friends. Happy Tuesday. It's been a minute since we've been together, my friends. How are you? I hope you are all doing well. You may notice this is not a fake-a-do background, my friends. This is my new desk. Look how pretty she is. We don't need no fake-a-do's with this one. She's gorgeous. Also, I just want to start out with the lighting might be a little different. I'm just trying out new lighting. Also, my friends, my tripod is now in front of me. It used to be on the side of me because my desk was too small for it to go in the front. But now we have our bigger desk, so it is in front of me. So it might be also a different angle as well. So guys, feel free to let me know in the comments. Do you like this? Do you notice it? Any, comments that you have? Okay, my friends, so let us bring out our card of the day, and then we've got something really amazing to look at. There she goes. Oh, and also, I'm right directly in front of my window now, and my window is open, so you might hear some breezy sounds. It's a little bit windy today. You also might hear my chimes. I put up new chimes yesterday. So just a couple new little things to take in, but you might hear some birds chirping and some wind rustling and I don't know, little natural nature sounds. Okay, my friends, enough about me. Obstacles are opportunities in disguise. You guys, it's a good one. Definitely. Because obstacles, they teach us to grow. They teach us to how to grow stronger and better and wiser, right? Because hopefully with every obstacle and things that go on, there's a learning curve as well. And so my friends, look what I got today. I got my Gemstone Orphanage for April. This is the April Tiger Eye box. Guys, I got my whole new setup here and I didn't bring over anything to open this box with. But that's okay. We'll find it. Let's talk about the Gemstone Orphanage. Let me grab these. I have scissors, my friends. Let's talk about the Gemstone Orphanage. This is an amazing company run by Steve and Debbie Caldwell out of Homestrong Jewelry. You guys know. But if you don't and you're new, I'm sorry. I'm probably really loud and shaking the table. They used to be a subscription box. This is now a kind of like it's everybody has an opportunity to get this box now. This box was reserved, guys. There was open reservations. All those reservations are being filled right now. But I do want to tell you there are only 25 extra boxes remaining. I will leave a link in the description box so you can run over and grab your box. Once these boxes are gone, they're gone, unfortunately. And I also do want to tell you guys, I don't want to get into anything political. I just want to mention about these tariffs. And I don't know, this might be the last box for a little while, until this community can figure out a way around these tariffs. If there is, I don't want to get into it right now or ever for that matter. But so this might be our last box for a while. So guys, if you really, really want to have that Gemstone Orphanage experience, I do suggest you run over and grab yourself one of these boxes. We have a Facebook community group. So you guys, I will put all of the links. We share our creative stuff over there. We inspire each other over there. I'm hoping to talk Debbie into letting me do some live tutorials over there. Wink, wink. And just a whole bunch of fun stuff, my friends. A whole bunch of fun stuff. They also have a YouTube channel under Homestrong Jewelry. And we have auctions over there. I think Debbie wants to make it a monthly thing. But it might be every other month or every maybe 6 weeks right now. I forget when the next one is, but I will look for all that information and link it in the box. I think it is coming up, actually. And also, they do a party live every month. They do a live where they chat and do fun things, and it's just a great company and a great bunch of people to be associated with. They're my friends, and I love them. All right, guys. So this month it's all about the tiger eye. So here is our okay, yeah. So here is our, there's our tiger eye pendant. Here is our description list. It's got all of these things. Oh, you have me a mother of pearl. Hello. Yeah, so we'll look at this list, but let's read what this says because I always skip over this and I don't know why. I think that's because I'm just so excited for the beads. Anyway, let's read this because Mr. Steve put so much time into this. Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forest of the night. We are so excited to be featuring Tiger Eye in this new special unlimited edition Gemstone Orphanage box. Tiger Eye is thrilling. It glows. It shimmers as you move. Each and every stone, whether it is the exotic and spectacular new Gemstone Orphan or the smallest 4mm round, has its own soul, its own personality, and loads of eye-catching chatoyancy. You're going to probably hear me say that a lot, that word a lot in this unboxing. You aren't adopting one Gemstone orphan. You are adopting a whole family. How beautiful is that? All right, my friends. So let's get into this. Oh my goodness. And Debbie likes to put in little, oh, that's so cute. So I should be opening this here. Look how cute this is for our little seed beads and stuff. I'm sure she has a project in mind for that. So here's our orphan is in here. And here's our paperwork. So every orphan, you guys, is registered with the Gemstone Orphanage. It comes with a registry number. It comes with all of that stuff. And Miss Debbie makes these amazing adoption certificates. If I can get it out. And of course, you get some really important stuff. We'll go over that in a second. And then this will tell you, this is your adoption certificate, and this is what our stone looks like. And her name is Nala, which I absolutely love because I'm a huge fan of The Lion King. And it will tell you description of your Gemstone Orphan. So we got Tiger Eye, the colors, the dimension, the shape. She's marquee, top drilled front to back. The primary attribute of your orphan stone is stone of good fortune, my friends. And who cannot use a little bit of that? And of course, it will tell you all about your gemstone, your orphan, all about what Tiger Eye stands for. Just so much beautiful information here. And this paper, I don't know if you can see the luxury of this paper. And then, of course, we also have our really important stuff, which congratulates you on your... Oh, look how cute. Congratulations, you are now the proud and very fortunate owner of an orphan gemstone. So they tell you about how to take care of it, how to take care of your orphan, what to feed her, what she likes to wear, stuff like that. And speaking about what she likes to wear, my friends, along with the Gemstone Orphan, you also get what's called the dress-up bag. So this is a bag of your coordinating beads and whatnot that we're going to dress our orphan up in. And we also get a bag of findings. So we're going to go through all of that. I will get organized in a second. I just want to show our little Nala. So you'll get this little pog, which says Nala is of Swahili origin, meaning queen and lion. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Roar. Okay. Or is it more like roar? Okay. Anyway, let's look at our Nala. Look how beautiful she is. I love this like dark band in the middle here. And then we have these bands of, here we go, the word of the day, chatoyancy, that just kind of glimmer. Oh, and the back is pretty too. And she is so smooth. There you see the drill hole. Oops, sorry. There you see the drill hole from the at the top from the front to the back. She got it going on. Look at her. Okay. So we are going to put her to the side. I am going to organize myself real quick. And guys, I will be right back. Hi, friends, and we're back. I also did want to mention, and I probably should have mentioned this in the beginning, if you did reserve a bag and you don't want to be spoilered, it's okay, guys. Your bags shipped, or your boxes shipped today. Yesterday and today, Debbie's been getting all the boxes shipping out. So if you don't want to be spoilered, then you can stop right now and you can come back and check me out after you get your box so we can compare notes and stuff and things. But if you want to stay, that's fine too. I just want to give you guys that option before we get any further into this. All right, my friends, I have sorted and I am in love. Okay. I am in love. This is an amazing collection. Let's get into it. First of all, we're going to have some strands. Now, if you guys you know about the Gemstone Orphanage, Miss Debbie likes to give us some options here. She likes to give us, we usually get 3 strands of different sizes, so we can do, What is the word I'm looking for, Carl? It's such an easy word and it escapes me right now. But, you know, when you do your different, why can I not think of that word right now? Anyway, let's get into this. I'm sure it will come to me in a second. I know you guys are screaming at me right now, like, no, it's this call, graduated. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know that was Sandra in the background. I heard you, girl. So you can do graduated designs, my friends. So let's get into this one. This is the 8mm. Gorgeous. Look how beautiful. There are so many gorgeous like stripes and that beautiful tiger eye glowiness. Look how pretty. And they are so glossy and smooth and absolutely perfect. So you get 20 of the 8. And then we also have the 6mm, which are equally as gorgeous. Look at all of these little chatoyant babies. Stunning. And for the 6, you get 25. And then in the 4mm, which is this little baby in the middle, look how beautiful, you get 35 of those, guys. So this is a whole ton of beads here for us to play with. And we're going to make our palette. All right. Also, let us now look at some more tiger eyes. So this is some rondelles. Oh my gosh, look how pretty they are. So we have some tubes and rondelles, and in the paper it says sold in sets of 1 each. So I guess when the extras go up, the rondelles and the tubes will be sold separately. I think that's what that means. But these are just stunning. Oh my gosh, look at this. So you have this gorgeous tube. Oh my goodness. I think I just had a glitch in the matrix, my friends. I don't know what that was about. Anyway, so this is a little bit of a mix, and they are between they say 6.5 by 9, and you get 8. So I guess that's of each. Those are beautiful. Look at these. Look at these columns. Tubes. They are tubes. They are so shiny. Oh, and I love rondelles. You guys know rondelles are my favorite. One of my favorite shapes. Probably are my favorite. I really do like tubes and column shapes too. I think they're so pretty. All right, so next we have, oh, these really, really excite me. These are 2 whole rectangles, my friends. So you can see, sorry, it was a cat hair. You could see those holes, 2 holes there. You get 5 of those. I actually was thinking about making a pair of earrings with these today. If you guys want to hang out a little bit later and make some earrings with me, because I'm feeling pretty inspired with this collection. Okay, next we're gonna have some tiger eye pillows. Oh, these are just, look at that chatoyancy. I don't know. I'm hoping it's coming across. Just that little, like, oh, they're just so pretty. They're almost like, they're reflective, and I guess that's that's the meaning behind chatoyancy. But they're just, like, when you move them, they just kind of dance with you, right? Look at that. It's just so pretty. These are gorgeous. They're so smooth and polished. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at this collection already. And I haven't even, we still got more. We still got 2 more tiger eyes, and we got smoky quartz. I'm so excited. So next we have these hearts. Look how cute these hearts are. And you get 2 of them. They're so sweet. We might be putting these aside for the earrings as well. I'm not sure about that. Either that, or we have some really, really gorgeous drops coming up. I might use the drops. All right. And then finally, we have some tiger eye ovals. And these are a 14 by 10. And you get 8 of these, which is a beautiful, beautiful quantity. We can do a lot with these. Put those in a little dish. I don't know if the brown, if it really comes up much in the dish. I just like to do it because it seems professional. So that's why I do it. Those are lovely. This whole collection is just blowing me away. I'm going to put these over here, and then maybe we could fill in some other stuff here. Okay. Now we get to get into the quartz. Oh my gosh. So let me put these aside for a second. So first we have this gorgeous. Do you see how juicy? Oh my gosh. Look at that. and it looks like it has green around the edges. I don't know if that's my lighting or if it's picking up because I'm in front of the window and I have so much green in front of my window, but oh my gosh. I'm just in love with this strand. So this is a smoky quartz faceted, dyed and heated 6mm. You get 25 pieces on the strand. This is, oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite right now. I mean, I love everything, but that is just, excuse me one second, guys. I gotta take a sip. You know, I thought it was a great idea to put my desk right in front of the window because I could get in all the nature, but I didn't take into consideration that I'd be choking on pollen right now. All right, let's look at these little babies. So these are smoky quartz double point prisms, it says. So if you can see that they're fast. The faceting is beautiful. And I guess it causes this little prism effect. So they're kind of like maybe a cathedral cut almost too. So these are 6x6 and you get 6 of them. They're very pretty. Very, very pretty. I'm actually going to put them in here next to Nala. That looks pretty. All right, friends. And then next we are going to get into some yellow jade rondelles. These are beautiful. I don't mind this yellow because it's kind of like a very light orangey yellow. And guys, orange is, you know, I love orange. Those are beautiful. Can you see all those like little inclusions in there? Look, they almost like sparkle. Let's put these on the dish and see if we can really like look at that color. Those are stinking beautiful. Debbie is slowly turning me into a fan of yellow, my friends. So leave your complaints at the desk. All right, next we have Baltic Amber Nuggets. And you get 10 of these, and they are 5x7. And again, a really beautiful, like a honey, very, very honey, ambery yellow. Those are gorgeous. And there's little seed beads in here too. So bonus beads. Look at those. They almost glow in my dish. They're so pretty. Love those. Those will make some stinking cute earrings too. I like to use like a lot of these smaller beads in earrings because they're light and they're small, you know, because I tend to make big earrings. So sometimes small beads help me out a lot. Anywho's, next we have, we're going to get into some pearls, my friends. We got some mother of pearl rounds. These are a 5mm and you get 25. And you know, your girl is a sucker all day long for mother of pearl. Look at those. Also, chatoyancy. I don't know if that's the word we use with pearls. I'm not sure. But chatoyancy sounds good to me. Okay. So then I can, there we go. To see them all. Look how beautiful. Look at that one. Look at the chatoyancy pearl in that one. Man, those are stunning. But wait, guys, because there's more. Hold on a second. Wait till you see what's coming up next. We've got them in rondelles, too. I'm so disorganized. I have so much desk now. I don't know what to do with myself. We also have them in rondelles. And you get 20 of these. These are a 5x4. They're just little babies. But look how pretty. I love them. Look at them. I don't want to, I'm going to put them over here because I know I'm going to wind up putting them two together because they look very similar, but they're different. Okay, that's good. And then here we got some Heishis, my friends. Oh my gosh, these I'm so excited about. Look at those. How fun are those? Okay, so these are a mother of pearl square Heishi. These are a 9x7 and we get 30 pieces. So many pieces here to play with. I'm definitely feeling bracelet with these. Definitely feeling bracelet. Like a nice beachy, summery bracelet. Oh my gosh. Guys, I'll have to pull out, I have to pull out a necklace that I made for the Gemstone Orphanage, actually, that was with pearl and tiger eye, so you can just see. No, you know what? I don't think it was tiger eye. I think it was pearl and mahogany obsidian, whatever that's called. But just to see how this mother of pearl looks so good with the brown for the summer. Amazing. All right, I'm just talking about my hands today. All right. Okay, my filly is coming out. All right, next we have, we're going to get into our crystals, my friends. We got some discs here. You know, Miss Debbie never ever disappoints us with these discs. Are you seeing these? Look at those. Look at those stunners. I might not use these in anything. I might just save them so I can do this all day in front of my nice open window with all my sunshine. All right, these are a crystal discs AB gold A grade, and these are an 8x5. I think there's 20 on this. 20 on this strand. Those are whale. Wow. Okay. Next we have some lanterns, and these are gorgeous too. Look at those. That is such, I love this like little barely there smoky color, this little brown smoky color. Oh my gosh, how good is this with our quartz? Look how beautiful. Okay, sorry, I had to do it. I just wanted to touch the quartz one more time. I just wanted to fondle the quartz, my friends. Look away. Oops. He looked away. So these are a beige global lantern cut crystal A grade. They're 8x6. We get 10 pieces. I don't know if you can see those like the facets, but they're just like the facets. It's weird because it looks like there's facets underneath the facets the way they're cut. They're phenomenal. Love those. Ooh, they kind of get lost in my bead mat, but it's kind of mysterious. I like it. Okay, next we have, these are some fun globe beads. Now it says we might have some possible color changes, guys. So you might have one that maybe has a slightly different color, but I'm sure it will be, go with the palette. These are at 8mm. You get 10 of these, and you can see they're round, but they have these little like cutout pieces where it looks like little windows. Hence global windows. Windows of the globe. Windows of your soul, my friend. That's what these beads are. They're windows to our souls. Gorgeous. Okay. Let's see. Make sure I'm going into order here. Now we have these designer glass rounds. These are interesting. Look at those. They have this wavy little pattern. So these are designer glass rounds, brown wave pattern. These are an 8mm, and you get 5. They're very pretty. They kind of remind me of something like wild out in the safari. Like, they're just so cool. I love that. They go really pretty. That's really pretty. Okay. So next we have some, we have some hearts. Some yellow hearts. Look at those stinking pretty hearts. These are gold crystal hearts. These are 10mm, and we get 5. And they have a lot of beautiful color shift in them. I'm seeing some pinks and purples. Some of that hot pink. Magenta. Magenta shifts. I love when anything shifts into magenta. Like, I don't care if it's yellow, whatever color it is. If it shifts into magenta, then I'm here for it. I love magenta. Such a pretty color. Those are beautiful. Love those so much. And next we have 2, and these are the drops I was thinking about for the earrings that we're going to make today. Look how perfect. They're absolutely perfect, and they're drilled top to bottom, which excites me beyond whatever. I'm just so excited they're not bracelets. So we have Austrian crystal drops in silver champagne. These are an 8x6. Again, we get a pair. So they are drilled from top to bottom. You can see that. Makes me so happy. So I'm going to put these aside, and we'll decide which ones we're going to use for our earrings today. We also have some cubes. Now, guys, be careful with these cubes because I thought they were on a strand. They are in a bag. But I was just so excited ripping through stuff. And I think I lost a couple because I didn't realize that they were like, you know, the strand was cut. That's my fault. They are in a bag for a reason. So what do we have here? We have faceted cubes, and this is imitation jade rosy brown, and this is a 2.5mm, and you get half a strand, and that's just a gorgeous color. I love this color. Look at that color. That's beautiful. I'm actually going to put these back in their little cup because I don't want to lose any more. So we're going to put them up here in the little cup. All right, next we have, oh gosh, these are, I like the crystals are all my favorite. I can't pick a favorite. Look at these crystals. Oh my gosh, my heart. So this is a faceted cube in Peru. This is an A grade of 5 millimeters. And you get 20 of these, guys. That's a serious, like a generous amount of these kind of, look at these. Oh my gosh. I just want to do a whole, just like a sparkle bracelet with just these. Oh my gosh. They are stunning. And look how well they match these. Like everything is just so, it's just like all the hard parts are done for us. Like all the hard work is done. We don't have to curate it. It's here. Here it is, ready to go. Like this is amazing. Okay, next we have, and these are so much fun. Look at these connectors. Little stop sign connectors. That's what I call them. I call them stop sign connectors. I'm such a child. We have crystal hexagon 2-point prism links in gold. These are a 14 millimeter and we get 6 of them. So, you know, we're going to do earrings with these too. I feel an earring blitz coming. Definitely. We can also use these in a bracelet and a necklace. We are going to do some really amazing things with those. We've still got 2 more selections of beads, guys. We've got some bugles. Look at those. These are a twisted bugle bead in antique copper bronze, and we get 80 of these. So that's a whole heckin' a lot. That's a whole bunch. And you know what? I've been actually looking. I've been looking up some ideas, some inspiration for bugles. So I think we're gonna have some fun with those. Again, I'm leaving those in the container. And then finally, for our beaded selection, my friends, we have some drops. And again, drilled from top to bottom. I'm excited. These are a crystal drop in AB Peruvian gold. These are an 8x6 and we get 20. Again, I am seeing that magenta flash. Look at the golds and the magenta flash in those. I hope they're coming across. Maybe they come across better in my hand. I don't know. I lost one somewhere. She went to take a trip to see some of her friends. Oh my. Okay. So guys, this is the beaded portion. I don't know how much the box is, but I will share the link. I should have probably looked that up beforehand, but anywho's, let's get into the findings. So first, Debbie is really always amazing with giving us so many different kinds of earring findings. So first we have these paddles, which I'm going to be using these in our earrings, I think. So it's just this nice little paddle design. There's your hook there where you would put your work. I'm going to put these up here. And then, so that is a 20 by 8 millimeter. Next, we have these CZ earring hooks, and these are in an 18 karat gold plated, and they are this one. Oh, those are so pretty. They have this little CZ down here at the bottom. There's your hook. And then they also have a little bit of texture up here too, which is kind of interesting. And then we have some posts. Look at those posts. Those are really cool. And those will be really pretty for summer, that little just baby teardrop. So that is also an 18 karat gold plated brass. You get 1 pair of those. How pretty. I'm going to put these down here. Okay. And then we always get a really nice assortment of clasps. So let's look at these different clasps. So we have 2 of these S hooks right there, which you can do a lot with. We can also use them for something other than a clasp. We can make them connectors. We can do something like that. So we have this first toggle here, which is a stainless steel. Oh, that's nice. Brushed gold. And then we have this antique flower. But let's look at this. Look how pretty that is. It's like this brushed gold texture. That's beautiful. And it's a beautiful, like, it's a really nice, very toned down gold. And then we have this flower toggle in the antique bronze. And then we have 2 of these S hooks. Fun, fun, fun. All right, now we have some more cool stuff, guys. So check out this button. We have this tortoise shell button. And it has this like little gold, just like a flourishy type design. There's your shank back there. That'll be real cute maybe in our bracelet here. So what does the button say? Tortoiseshell vintage button, guys. That is a vintage button. She is 21 millimeters. We also have this pinch bail. Look how pretty that is. Got little CZs in there. This is a CZ pinch bail, heavy gold plated on brass. This is 13 by 8. So you can use this, and we might use it because this is a really, really pretty one. That you would use that on your orphan, or you could use it on anything really. It doesn't have to be the orphan. But we will probably use that on her because that's a very pretty one. And let's look at these coin links. These are really cool. Look at those. They have these like brushed, like etched kind of texture to them. And they are double-sided. This is same texture on both sides. So these are 2-hole... I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong place. This is a link, textured coin link, heavy 24 karat gold plated brass. These are a 15 millimeter and you get 6 of them. So, oh, we could even do maybe a little, this kind of action and connect them and just make a simple bracelet. How pretty would that be? Hopefully you could see that. I don't know what my new setup's looking like. Yeah, I think you could see that. I kind of like that idea. It's simple, but I think that's going to be really pretty. All right, so next we have this gorgeous, 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 gorgeous butterfly. If I didn't say gorgeous enough. This is a link. Oh, yes, a link. It's got holes at the bottom and the top. CZ Pave butterfly, gold plated brass. You get one of these. She is 22 by 20. And there might be a possible color change on crystal. So you might get a slightly different color than this. I would say this is like a yellow, like a nice yellow, like a medium yellow. Kind of matches these guys really well. Oh boy, the wind is really picking up, my friends. There she goes. Woo! And we have, again, a loop at the top and a loop at the bottom. So that should be very interesting. I imagine we could do like a asymmetrical. Did you hear what I was going to say? I was going to say asymmetrical bracelet. Or, my friends, we could hang this as a pendant, and then we can hang one of, like, maybe one of these little hearts from it or something. Oh my gosh, I love. So, so pretty. Where are we going to put you? Let's put you over here. There we go. And then we have some of these 2-hole spacer beads. And these are saying they are a 2-hole marquee. Antique bronze, 10 by 5, you get 10 of them. I believe these are kind of similar to an Yvette bead, or maybe they are like an Yvette bead. But you have these 2 holes again. So you can use these in conjunction with our, we can do a bracelet like this. Maybe some 2 beads couple beads of the smaller beads in between. And that would be a really pretty bracelet. Yeah, I love that. You get a bunch of them, so we can do lots of stuff. And we will, my friends. I plan on doing a lot of tutorials with this box. Next, we're going to look at a collection of flower charms. This is a mixed collection, and it varies. And you get 5 pieces, so you might get some different pieces, or you might get the same ones. So we do have a pair here, so these would be good for earrings. So we do have this little gold pair here that has this texture on the front, and then on the other side is smooth. And then we have one that has some of this enameling in it. And this one's really cute. Oh, she's got a little, oh no, she doesn't, but you could put a little crystal in there. And then we have one that's like more of a filigree cutout. Maybe we do a little resin fun or something in there. I don't know, I'm just saying. Beautiful. Cute little collection. Now we have some of these crystal rondelle spacer beads. And these are dye lot color change. So you might have a little bit of darker or lighter color, but that's gorgeous. You see that crystal color in there? I don't know. The white dish will help. But it's just this beautiful, like brownish. Yeah, I guess you would call it like a topaz. That's the perfect name for that. It's like a topaz. Those are gorgeous. Wish I could get some to flip up on their sides so you could see them. And how many do we get of those, Kyle? We get 10 of those. Okay, cool. Next we have some bead caps in this antique bronze, and these are pretty little bead caps. Little flowers, so I'm loving these little flower bead caps. So cute to go with our flower themes. You know, we got flower toggles and we got flower charms. These are a 5 petal. These are 6mm, and you get 40, my friends. 40. That's a whole bunch. All right, next we have some metal bead soup, which I think is so cool. I love a good metal bead soup. So we've got some of these 6 dotted flowers, 6 or 7 dots. I don't know. I'm not here to count dots. Ooh, look at those. They're like a basket weave little rondelle. And then we've got some of these corrugated ones. So we get a little mix of different, oh my gosh, so much fun. Love those. And my friends, we are not done. We have some chain and we have some head pins. So let's look in here real quick. Let's see, we've got 1 3/4 inch antique bronze head pins, which are roughly 44mm. So we've got those, and they are 20 of those. We also have some cord ends. We have some in gold and antique bronze. We get 8, so we get 4 in each color, and that is for some leather that is coming up here. But let's look at our chain first. This is a really pretty chain. So this is a Figaro chain. This is a gold-plated stainless steel, so this is some good chain. You get 30 inches of this. So that's just a beautiful chain. Lovely color. Let's look at our leather. So here we have some leather, and this is a beautiful saddle brown color. And you get, this is a 2mm, and you get 36 inches. So, oh my gosh. And then our bonus item, my friends, is this bead sorting tray. Yeah, you get one of those, and that's so cool. So let me pull this mess over here to the side. So we're going to do design on the fly. And I'm just going to, the one wonderful thing about having a bigger desk now is I can just, oh, look. I can just kind of scooch this mat off to the side and bring in another mat. Ha ha! Let's see, Kyle, where's your other mat? Well, shoot, hold on, guys. Just give me 1 second. Actually, I'm going to pause you and bring my tools and everything over. Just give me 1 second. All right, my friends, and we are back. So this is the design that I was thinking about. So what I was thinking about was, I did bring in some, I'm going to bring in some chain from my stash. Just because I'm going to go with this antique bronze color, and I'm just bringing in like a textured link chain. It's about a 2.5 to 3mm link. It's just a smaller chain. And I'm also going to bring in some eye pins, and we are going to use some head pins from the box. And we're going to use the ear wires from the box. So I'm just going to make 1 pair with us here, and then I'll make the other pair after we are done. So we're going to need 2 eye pins. That looks good. We're going to need 1 head pin, 1 ear wire, and I also have some jump rings, so we're probably going to need 2 jump rings. Okay, well, oh, here are my tools right here. I was looking on the other side of my desk because I'm so used to my tools being over there. So these are a 6mm jump ring, and I'm going to pick out 2 in antique bronze. Okay, and we are going to get started. So what I was thinking was we're going to wrap this guy first. Okay, so we're just going to put that, do I want to put a little cube on top of him to kind of save his little butt? You know what I'm saying, guys? Sometimes you would put a little something on the top so that we don't crack their points, kind of saving their little butt. Let's see what this looks like. This is the smallest bead in the box. That's cute. Oh, you know what? We had seed beads too, didn't we? Or, oh, we could do a little, oh, I know. Let's do one of these little shell rondelles. Oh my gosh. Look how stinking cute. Okay. I've decided. Now we have to decide if we're going to do a little wrap loop up here, if we're just going to do a simple loop. I think I'm just going to do a very small wrap loop, maybe 2 wraps. So I'm going to take the wire and bend it over the tool. And that is not, like, I thought this was going to be a thinner head pin, and it's not. It actually feels like it's a pretty good, feels like it's a pretty nice gauge. Feels like at least a 22 gauge. So that's nice. Okay. And I'm going to switch my hand. I am going to use my tool to wrap because it is a little bit of a thick. This might be even a 21 gauge wire here. So we're just going to slowly wrap because we want nice wraps in here, right? Excuse me. Look at that. It looks like a little, little corkscrew, like a little pigtail. And then that's good. We'll take that off the tool, and that's what we have. So let's come back here and snip this out. Guys, I'm going to be putting up a video later. I got new tools to review. So we are going to, this is going to probably be the last project you see with these tools for a little while, maybe forever. Was that a cat that just cried in here? I just heard it. Are you okay, buddy? Sorry. Mike's over here like making weird noises. I think he's sleeping. I think he's snoring. Okay. We're just fixing our guy up here. Oh, he went a little crooked. That's okay, my friends. But yeah, I have actually 2 new sets of tools to try out. I have a brand new set of nylon jaw pliers, like a set of nylon jaw pliers. And I also have a brand new set of bead-along tools with the nylon jaw pliers inside. So I'm super excited for that. All right, so now this is what I was thinking. So this is going to be our drop here. And then this is going to be our top guy up here. So now we need to have some chain, I feel like. So we're going to have some chain come down. And I don't think I'm going to do a terribly long amount of chain. Let me first, trying to think how I want to do this. I guess we'll figure out how much chain we want to use. So figure, and then it's going to come over a little bit because we're going to have our drop down here. I think that's good. Well, let's cut this. Okay. And now what we want to do is I'm actually going to cut 3 more pieces because I'm going to do, I want the same for the top and the bottom. And of course I've got, we're doing 2 earrings, but I'm going to cut the chain for the other pair as well because after I put this together, I won't know, I won't know where to cut it. So we're going to cut all the chains together. Why is this chain is giving me a hard time? There we go. Make sure that is right. Okay. Then we'll put on our next piece. Oh, you know what? I got to cut 8 pieces, don't I? Let me pause you guys while I cut all this chain. Give me 1 second. All right, my friends, and we are back. Look at this mess I've made. I could have at least cleaned my mess up, right? So I have cut all of my chain, as you can see. All right. So that's how I cut chain. I will basically cut my first piece and then I'll put the chain on a head pin or an eye pin or something. And then I will measure that up and then cut each piece. And now I have 4 even pieces. And okay. And so now we are about ready to put our eye pins on, which I don't know why I put that over there. But guys, before you put your first eye pin on, open that up and throw one of your chains on. Okay. And you're going to do 2 of these for each earring. And just make sure that's nice and closed. Right. And then we're going to do it with this one. Okay, so now we're going to take this eye pin and we're going to insert it into the tiger eye. Now I was looking for some 26 or 28 gauge wire because I saw a trick where somebody, I think it was Wyatt White, he put the wire through here and then one through the other end and he pulled it together and it made it look like there was no link here. And I wanted to try that, but I don't have that size wire on hand. So unfortunately we're going to have to wait for that exercise. Okay, so we're going to come down here to the base of the bead And I'm holding, you know, this eye pin is right up to the base there. And we're going to just go ahead and bend. And you want to bend this in the same direction. We want our loops all going in the same direction. And then we're going to cut here. About there. Looks good. I didn't get myself a little scrap bin, so I'm kind of using this little thing that Miss Debbie gave us. It's coming in handy. Okay. And we're going to roll this. I might have cut myself too much of a loop there. We'll see. And if you do that, you can just fix it. I think we're fine. Okay, let me just squiggle that into place. Then once you close it, because you do want to make sure it closes, and I don't know what is going on here. Hold on. I think I got to re-roll a little bit. There we go. We're having some issues. Okay. It's just a little finicky. Open it and insert your other chain. Oh, it looks like I have extra chain now. I hope these are all the same pieces. Let's use these chains that I know were on the head pin. Oh wait, I have to do that other one too. Okay, maybe that's why I have an extra piece, because it's not really an extra piece at all. Okay, I'm gonna let I might have opened this a little too much. I'm gonna let gravity help me out here. Oops. And I'm going to close this somehow. Here we go. That loop is a little big. It's a little bigger than I wanted it to be, but that's what we're doing. So I'm going to make sure the other loop is that big too. Oh, that's why this is on there. So let's put this one on all the way up to the top. And again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our pliers to the base, and we're just going to go ahead and bend down, creating that bend. And then we're going to cut, and I'm going to have to make a little bit of a bigger loop like I did at the other one, just to kind of make sure they match. Oh no. Of course, that one's a normal size looking loop, but that's okay. We can fix it. We can actually fix the other one. Listen, we can come over here, right? And we can just cut a tiny piece. Right? Just take a little tiny piece out, and then we'll re-roll. Okay. And that will make us a little bit of a smaller loop. So now it'll match that little egg loop. That loop came out real eggy, my friends, but you know what? It's okay, because it's going to match. Where is your open side, bro? It's going to match our link. So let's open that and put our link, or the link on our chain is kind of like an eggy shape, so it will match perfect. If I can get it on, it's going to be great. I promise. Don't ever, I always doubt myself, but then afterwards I'm like, why did you doubt yourself, Carl? It's just a human reaction, I guess. But don't doubt yourselves here, friends. It's going to look great. All right. So here we have it. We have our two up here at the top, and then we have our two down here at the bottom. Now, if this is too long, you can go ahead and cut chain. So that's what I'm looking at now. I'm thinking to myself, did you make this too long? So I think I'm going to cut some of the chain at the top. So let's cut, let's cut 3 links off the top. And then we'll maybe cut 3 links off the bottom. This chain is really hard to cut. I wonder why. All right, then we're gonna do the one next door. I think this is from Bargain Bee Box. It might be stainless steel. I don't know. It's really hard to cut. I'm trying not to get it to fly everywhere, guys, because I have cats in here. I'm gonna cut 3 from the bottom too, because I think that was just a little too long. But sometimes it's hard to tell, you know, before you put it together. Okay, and then I'll cut its neighbor over here. Oh, that one cut good. All right. So there we have it. So we made this a little smaller. All right, and then I think this will be our top. I guess it doesn't, top bottom doesn't really matter, my friends, honestly. So what we have to do is, let's see, how are we going to do this guy? I guess we're going to need another eye pin. So now you can at the top here, you could also, well, you can't really do it with the drop, but I think, let's see how that looks if we gather both sides with an eye pin. Let's see how that looks. Then we won't have to use a jump ring on the top. I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure. So let's see. Boop. Boop. Is that gonna twist? Sorry guys. I'm trying to see if I like that. Well, let's close it, Call. Maybe when you close it, you'll see. I feel like I haven't made jewelry in forever. It's like, I don't remember. Last time I made jewelry was our necklace together, my friends. Our Gemstone Orphanage necklace. All right, let's see. I think that'll be okay. I think that'll be okay. Like that. So let's go ahead and put this guy on. Our crystal. Okay. And now let's see how our earring loop runs this way. So as most earring loops do. So we're going to want to make our other loop the same way. We're going to make it across. So let's see. That's right. Okay. And I think we're just going to do a simple loop here. So just holding that, taking that down, making sure we're holding our crystal. Guys, I always make sure if I have like a crystal or a really small bead here or something that can break easily, I will hold that whole bead area while I make my bend just to stabilize it. Okay, let's go ahead. You know, I'm going to use these because I like these a little bit better for this. Okay. Making our loop here at the top. Coming in here. There we go. So that is that. Okay. So now all we have to do there is add our ear wire. And now down here we are going to get our jump ring. And these are a 18 gauge 6mm jump ring that I'm using. I'm going to open that. And we're going to come down here. And I kind of liked how I did at the top. I will hold it like this, and then I will capture my little chains. Oh no, I hope this, sometimes let's see, make sure the gauge, it does fit, okay. Sorry, I was just making sure that gauge fit. And then we are capturing, there we are. Then we're just gonna add our drop. I don't think it matters which side. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and close that. Now let's see what we have. It's so pretty. Okay, now we just gotta add our ear wire here. So we're gonna scoop to dupe that right up through the top there. And then we're gonna close that, which I imagine we're gonna do with our round nose pliers. I'm just gonna come in here and kind of roll that closed, right? Just like that, just roll it closed. You could probably do it with these pliers too. Just put your pliers in there and roll it closed. All right, my friends, there she is. There is our first project with our brand new Gemstone Orphanage April Tiger Eye box. I mean, and guys, you can make it shorter if that's too long. You can certainly play around with the length however you want. You can make it longer. But I think that's a really long and elegant. It's a nice, elegant design for the summer. You've just got a couple beads. Because, you know, you can make beautiful, elegant, long earrings with minimal beads, guys, because we're using chain, and that is nice and lightweight. So this is not a heavy earring at all. It should be fun to wear. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Again, I will put the link to the Gemstone Orphanage, the direct link to go order this box. There might only be 20 left now. I'm not sure, so I'm going to try to upload this video as soon as I can, my friends. But I will be back tonight. We got some fun stuff. I got some friend mail. I've got some Sam bead box, not bead box, Sam bead shop. So I got all kinds of stuff later. So until then, my friends, be good and keep planting your magical beans. See you soon. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back real quick. I finished both earrings. So look how stinking beautiful they are. But I also forgot I wanted to show you guys this necklace that I made. So this is a necklace I made with the Gemstone Orphanage. Is this the one? No, I think I put it back already. But this is the mahogany obsidian here. Look how beautiful this looks with the pearl. Let me bring it up. Look how beautiful that brown looks with that pearl. So imagine the tiger eye with that shell. Ooh, and look, guys, we have window beads in this one. Look how just, I don't know. There's just something so, and it's so beachy to me. Like, I feel like this is a night out. Like, if you're, you know, vacationing at the what's a nice beach there? Rehoboth? I don't know. And this is, you're going out to dinner and you have your nice, like, beachy dress on, like it's flowing, and it's just, look at this, it's just magic. I don't know, that's just what I'm trying to say. But I wanted to show you guys, I am so inspired with this palette, so I'm just so excited to get with it. All right, my friends, till next time, see you later. Keep planting the beans.